The Grand Canyon, a vast scar of time carved into the heart of the American Southwest. Its layered bands of red rock speak of eons past, stories whispered on the wind. Sunlight dances across its mesas and buttes, painting a landscape both beautiful and brutal. This natural wonder draws visitors from around the globe, beckoning them to experience its raw, untamed splendor. Millions come to hike its trails, raft its rapids, or simply stand in awe at its rim. Yet beneath the breathtaking vistas lies a darker truth. The canyon holds secrets, some buried deep within its ancient walls. For centuries, the Grand Canyon has been a place of reverence for Native American tribes. Their stories tell of spirits that wander its canyons, of ancient beings slumbering beneath its surface. These tales, passed down through generations, speak of a deep connection to the land, a recognition of its power and mystery. To these tribes, the canyon is not merely a geological wonder, but a sacred place, imbued with unseen forces. Their legends warn of venturing too far, of disturbing the delicate balance between the physical and the spiritual. These are the stories we're here to explore. Over the years, the Grand Canyon has claimed many souls. Some disappearances have logical explanations: falls, heat, or flash floods. But other disappearances defy easy answers. These cases fuel speculation and unsettle even the most skeptical minds. Stories of hikers who vanished without a trace. These are the stories that whisper on the wind. The Grand Canyon, with its breathtaking beauty and stark dangers, becomes a character itself in these unsettling tales. Its vastness, its ancient history, and its undeniable power create an atmosphere ripe for mystery. Is there a rational explanation for every disappearance? Or do some events defy logic, suggesting forces beyond our understanding at play? In this episode, we will explore and ponder some of the most baffling disappearances in Grand Canyon history. We will examine the evidence, explore the theories, and speculate about what happened to the poor souls who went missing in the canyon. Join us as we journey into the heart of the unknown, where the lines between reality and the paranormal blur, and where the Grand Canyon's secrets whisper on the wind. From the chilling case of Glenn and Bessie Hyde, newlyweds who vanished into thin air, to the perplexing disappearance of Floyd Roberts, a seasoned hiker who seemingly stepped into another dimension, we will examine the evidence and the enduring questions that surround these cases. We will explore the legends and the law, separating fact from fiction and grappling with the unsettling possibility that some mysteries may never be solved. Are you ready to venture into the shadows of doubt? The journey begins now. The Roaring Twenties, a time of boundless optimism, of jazz-filled nights and daring feats. It was an era that beckoned adventurers, and Glenn and Bessie Hyde were eager to answer its call. Their dream? To conquer the Colorado River, to navigate its treacherous rapids and etch their names in the annals of exploration. Their love story was as captivating as their ambition, a testament to the spirit of the age. Glenn, a skilled carpenter with a thirst for adventure, had built their vessel with his own hands. It wasn't a grand expedition boat, but a sturdy, flat-bottomed scow designed to ride the rapids. Bessie, a spirited young woman with a thirst for life, shared Glenn's adventurous spirit. She was determined to make history alongside her husband, to prove that a woman could brave the wild just as well as any man. Together, they embodied the youthful audacity of the Roaring Twenties, their eyes fixed on the horizon. In the fall of 1928, they set off on their journey. Their destination, the heart of the Grand Canyon, a realm of towering cliffs and churning white water. They were not experienced river runners, but they were determined and in love. their bond as strong as the river's current. Little did anyone know that their tale of adventure would soon take a dark turn. Their journey was not without its challenges. The Colorado River, a serpent of emerald green and frothing white, tested their skills and their resolve. They braved rapids with names like Soap Creek and Horn Creek Rapid, their laughter echoing through the canyons. Their diary entries told of close calls, of moments when the river's power threatened to swallow them whole. They emerged from each challenge with their spirits high, their bonds strengthened by the shared experience. They marveled at the canyon's grandeur, the play of light and shadow on its towering walls. They encountered fellow travelers along the way, sharing stories and supplies. To those who met them, Glenn and Bessie seemed invincible, their love a beacon against the wild backdrop of the canyon. But then, silence. Weeks turned into months, and the once frequent postcards and telegrams ceased. Concern grew among their families and friends. Where were Glenn and Bessie? Had the river finally claimed them? Search parties were dispatched, their hopes dwindling with each passing day. Their boat was found adrift but intact near Diamond Creek. It was as if they had simply vanished into thin air. The Grand Canyon, a timeless spectacle, draws countless souls seeking adventure. Floyd Roberts, an experienced hiker, was captivated by its allure. On a crisp morning in 2016, Floyd embarked on a routine hike. He joined friends, their laughter echoing through the canyons. Floyd, known for his love of photography, lagged behind momentarily. They called out his name, but there was no answer. Panic began to set in as the sun dipped lower in the sky, casting long shadows across the canyon. The group, their initial confidence replaced by a chilling fear, alerted park rangers. Search and rescue teams were immediately dispatched, their headlamps cutting through the growing darkness as they scoured the area. Days turned into weeks, but the search for Floyd yielded no answers. Search dogs, helicopters and hundreds of volunteers combed the rugged terrain, their efforts hampered by the canyon's vastness and unforgiving landscape. Theories abounded. Had Floyd fallen victim to the canyon's unforgiving terrain, losing his footing on a treacherous ledge or succumbing to the elements? Had he wandered off the trail, disoriented and lost in the maze of canyons and washes? Despite the extensive search, no trace of Floyd was ever found. His disappearance became another chilling mystery in a place known for swallowing people whole. The official investigation, while thorough, remained inconclusive. Floyd, an experienced hiker who knew the trails, had simply vanished, leaving behind a void in the lives of his loved ones and a haunting question that echoed through the canyons. The lack of answers only deepened the mystery. How could someone vanish without a trace in a place as well-travelled as the Grand Canyon? His disappearance defied logic, fueling speculation and leading some to whisper of more inexplicable possibilities. The Grand Canyon, shrouded in Native American lore and tales of the unexplained, has long been a place where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs. As the search for Floyd continued to yield no answers, whispers of more ethereal possibilities began to surface. Could his disappearance be linked to the canyon's rumoured portals, gateways to other dimensions or timelines? Some pointed to the strange magnetic anomalies reported in certain areas of the canyon, suggesting the presence of powerful unseen forces. Could these anomalies have played a role in Floyd's disappearance, transporting him to a place beyond the reach of conventional search methods? Others drew parallels to the stories of missing time and unexplained phenomena associated with the canyon. Hikers have reported losing track of time, emerging from the canyon with hours unaccounted for. Could Floyd have stumbled into a time slip? A wrinkle in the fabric of reality that transported him to another era or a parallel dimension? Such theories, while lacking concrete evidence, offered a tantalizing, if unsettling, explanation for his baffling disappearance. The lack of a definitive answer only added fuel to the fire of speculation. Floyd's case, like so many others before him, seemed to defy any and all logical explanations. Years have passed since Floyd Roberts vanished into the depths of the Grand Canyon. The search efforts have long since ceased, the missing person posters faded by the relentless sun and wind. Yet the mystery of his disappearance lingers, a haunting reminder of the canyon's power and the mysteries that lie hidden beneath its breathtaking beauty. His story, like those of countless others who have vanished within its walls, serves as a chilling reminder that even in this age of technology and exploration, there are still places where nature holds dominion, where the unknown reigns supreme. The Grand Canyon, with its ancient history and whispering winds, continues to guard its secrets, leaving behind a legacy of unanswered questions and a sense of awe that borders on trepidation. Was Floyd's disappearance a tragic accident? A case of getting lost in the wilderness and succumbing to the elements? Or did he become another victim of the canyon's rumored paranormal forces, his fate forever intertwined with the legends and lore of this enigmatic place? The answer, lost somewhere in the canyon's depths, may never be found. Floyd's story stands as a testament to the enduring power of mystery. The Colorado River, a twisting ribbon of emerald green, beckons adventurers. Its rapids offer both challenge and exhilaration. Peter Jackson, an experienced rafter, felt the river's call. In the summer of 2016, he embarked on a solo trip. He planned to spend a week navigating the river's twists and turns. He meticulously prepared, packing supplies and safety gear. Peter set off with anticipation and self-reliance. He'd rafted these waters before, appreciating the canyon's beauty. The roar of the rapids was a familiar symphony. Days turned into nights, his campsite a tapestry of stars. He documented his journey in a journal, observing nature's wonders, the flash of a hummingbird's wings, the play of light and shadow on the canyon walls, the profound silence of the canyon at night. As Peter ventured deeper into the canyon, he couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched. He'd catch glimpses of movement out of the corner of his eye, shadows flitting among the rocks. The feeling intensified at night, the darkness pressing in on him. He dismissed his unease as a trick of the mind. He reminded himself that he was alone in the wilderness. Yet, the stories he'd heard about the canyon's mysteries began to creep into his thoughts, tales of strange creatures lurking in the shadows, whispering on the wind. He recalled the legend of the Thunderbird, a creature of immense power, a being of the sky and the storm, its wing beats creating thunder. The Thunderbird was both protector and punisher. Peter shook his head, trying to dispel the images. He was a man of science and reason. Yet the canyon blurred the lines between the rational and the unexplained. The feeling of being watched persisted, a prickle of unease running down his spine. One afternoon, as Peter navigated a challenging stretch of rapids, a sudden gust of wind swept through the canyon. The sky darkened ominously, the air thick with electricity. The wind howled, whipping the river into a frenzy. Peter struggled to control his raft. He looked up and saw a shape silhouetted against the storm clouds. Its wingspan stretched from one canyon wall to the other. For a moment he thought it was a trick of the light, but then he saw it again, a fleeting glimpse of dark feathers. The storm hit with full force and the river surged. Peter fought to keep his raft afloat. He was thrown into the churning water. He surfaced, gasping for breath, and tried to swim towards the shore. He clung to a piece of driftwood. The storm raged for hours. When the storm subsided, Peter Jackson was gone. His raft was found days later, wedged between two boulders. His supplies were undisturbed, his journal still inside a waterproof bag. But Peter was never seen again. The Grand Canyon, a labyrinth of ancient rock and whispering secrets, held a particular allure for Morgan Heimer. As a seasoned river guide, he navigated its waters with a deep respect for its power and an intimate knowledge of its hidden grottos and swirling currents. He felt most alive amidst the canyon's raw beauty, his spirit resonating with its untamed energy. Morgan possessed an almost preternatural connection to the canyon, sensing its moods and anticipating its shifts. He could read the subtle changes in the river's current, predict the sudden gusts of wind that whipped through the canyons, and navigate its twists and turns with an almost instinctive grace. To those who joined him on his rafting expeditions, he seemed more than just a guide. He was a conduit, sharing the canyon's secrets and revealing its hidden wonders. In the summer of 2015, Morgan was leading a group of eager adventurers on a multi-day rafting trip. The group, a mix of seasoned outdoor enthusiasts and first-time rafters, were captivated by Morgan's quiet confidence and his infectious enthusiasm for the canyon's beauty. He regaled them with stories of its history, its geology, and the Native American legends that had been passed down through generations. The trip was progressing smoothly, the group bonding over shared meals cooked over crackling campfires and the thrill of navigating the river's rapids. Morgan, ever vigilant, kept a watchful eye on his group, ensuring their safety and sharing his deep knowledge of the canyon's rhythms and moods. He seemed to possess an almost sixth sense, anticipating potential hazards and guiding his group through the canyon's challenges with a steady hand and a calm demeanor. One evening, as the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the canyon walls, the group made camp on a sandy bank beside the Colorado River. As the group gathered firewood and prepared their evening meal, Morgan announced he was going for a short walk. He disappeared down a narrow trail through a grove of cottonwood trees. As the stars emerged, the group began to wonder at Morgan's absence. They called out Morgan's name, but there was no response. A sense of dread settled over the group, the vastness of the canyon closing in on them. Panic set in as the hours ticked by, each passing moment amplifying their fears. They searched the immediate area, their headlamps cutting through the darkness, but found no sign of Morgan. The trail he'd taken seemed to disappear into the canyon wall, swallowed by shadows. The group activated their emergency beacon, a desperate plea for help. Park rangers arrived at first light, their faces grim. A full-scale search and rescue operation was launched, helicopters scanning the canyon walls. Despite their efforts, the search for Morgan yielded no answers. The canyon had swallowed him whole, leaving behind a chilling mystery. Theories abounded, but none seemed to fit. Morgan, always meticulously prepared, wouldn't have wandered far. His disappearance defied logical explanation. Had Morgan simply vanished into thin air, or had he stumbled upon something hidden and powerful? The canyon was not yet ready to relinquish its secrets. The Grand Canyon, a place of stark beauty and unforgiving nature, holds a particular allure for those seeking adventure and a connection with the untamed heart of the American West. Yet, as we've explored, the canyon also possesses a darker side, a history etched with the whispers of those who ventured into its depths and never returned. The stories of Glenn and Bessie Hyde, Floyd Roberts, Peter Jackson and Morgan Heimer share a common thread of mystery and an unsettling absence of closure. The canyon amplifies the unknown, blurring the lines between reality and speculation. Did these individuals meet with tragic accidents, their fates concealed by the canyon's vastness and the relentless march of time? Or did their disappearances point to something more inexplicable, a confluence of events that defied logical explanation and hinted at forces beyond our comprehension? The human mind, wired to seek patterns and meaning, often fills the void of the unknown with theories and speculation. In the case of these Grand Canyon disappearances, the theories range from the plausible to the paranormal, each attempting to unravel the enigma of vanished lives and unanswered questions. Could the canyon's rugged terrain, prone to sudden rockfalls and flash floods, have swallowed these individuals whole, their remains lost amidst the labyrinthine canyons and washes? Or could there be something more at play, something rooted in the canyon's long history of Native American lore and whispered tales of strange occurrences? The legends of portals, time slips and ancient beings guarding the canyon's secrets, while lacking concrete evidence, offer a tantalizing glimpse into the realm of the unexplained, a realm where the laws of nature seem to bend and break. The Grand Canyon's allure lies in its breathtaking beauty and its capacity to evoke wonder and unease. It is a place where the human spirit grapples with nature's immensity and the unknown. Stories of those who vanished remind us of nature's power and human fragility. They urge us to approach the wilderness with respect and humility. These tales ignite our imaginations, pondering hidden mysteries. We've encountered perspectives from scientific to spiritual, each interpreting events. Some find solace in rational explanations, others in the allure of the paranormal. The Grand Canyon will continue to captivate and confound us for generations. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of the unknown, where reality and imagination blur.